shovel part of our shovel out underneath. It's the only year and the only model that had the shovel nose. The 1932 Packard 900, the only one with the shovel nose. Now we'll go along here and look at the wheels. It has 17-inch wheels. Note the 3 cans on the side there. They are run-out cans, which are very popular back in 1932. Service stations weren't as close together as they are today. Then, of course, you'll see that the louvers on the hood are very popular, and the chrome headlights, individual headlights. And they have the get up to the running board. And of course, you see the view from back in the driver's seat. Right through the windshield. See how long it looks. And of course, here's the part we really wanted to show you, and that was the bows at the top. We had to have the new bows put in around the edges there. You see, because the old ones are so thin, so weak, it wouldn't hold tacks anymore. So when we get the new top, it'll be tacked to these new bows that are on, or runners that are around here. And of course, it'd be a very nice, substantial job. But right now, the top is off of it. I'll back up a little bit here now. And we'll see the the rear of the car. Of course, is the usual spare tire mounted in the back, and then the individual bumpers. This car has a rumble seat. We'll open the rumble seat now. And of course, it makes a little different appearance of the car. And the open rumble seat, and this was also a very popular item back in the late 20s and early 30s. But it finally faded out, and in the late 30s it finally faded out. But in the early 30s, this was very popular. This car is called a Coupe Roadster by Packard. It's really, what most people would call a convertible roadster. This is the right side of the car. There's just 2 steps that you get in to go up on to the rumble seat. Of course, you notice that the louvers, and I wanted to show you how the wood was carefully put in and fitted so that it would hold the new top secure, tacked to that. The interior of the car has the usual spread of instruments that was popular in those days also, with the temperature gauge and the generator gauge, and the speedometer, the gasoline gauge, and the oil gauge. And this car has starter wrecks on it, which is also another popular item in those days, in 1932. But we do not use it because what happens is the engine dies. It immediately restarts it. It thinks it's going to restart it. And the starter gets going. And if anything happens to the generator, why, this thing automatically turns the starter back on. So if the generator quits charging something. So we just don't use it. This is the complete right side of the car. Bertha May, this is Bertha May Wilson's car. And one of the first ones she got. This car came from Toledo, Ohio, originally. It was black at one time. But now, of course, it's been repainted and restriped with the perfect Packard stripes on the hood. You'll notice that these are not paste-on jobs. These have been actually painted. And you see how the stripes run, follow the border around down to the end of the fenders, comes right back up, turns around, comes back down, goes down along the edge of the car, and then back on the hood again. And that's a real job. A beautiful running engine. It was completely rebuilt by over in Galesburg, Illinois, by, I can't think of his name right at the moment, but I should. And then it got to running kind of rough, and we took it out to, and Herb Moore agreed that said he would make it run and run right. So he took the cylinder head off, and he took care of all the valves, reground them, resurfaced them in a lock. Everything he did to it, and he put new wiring on it, new spark plugs, of course, and it just runs perfect. Cliff Moore is the kind of a fellow that will do it for someone he likes, but he's retired and out of this kind of business, and of course he's not very active in doing work for anybody except himself and a few of his fine friends, which we consider him one of the fine friends too, because we've had a lot of mechanics look at this car, and of course they have different ideas about what's wrong with it, but it certainly runs beautiful today. Thanks to Cliff Moore. I'm going to turn this off now. This is the 1932 Model 900 Packard. Being a 900 makes it only a shovel nose. Of course, the shovel nose only came once, 1 year, in one model. It's the only model that had it. But I'll just take a distant view of the car. It's a beautiful car. We're taking the closet now.